Hey guys, welcome back to Maximum Automation. So today in this video, we're gonna see that how to log failed test in Extend report. Also, we'll see that how can we attach a screenshot as well with the failed step. So before start, if you are new to this channel or you have not subscribed it yet, then please subscribe the channel to get more videos on automation. Now let's get back to the action. In our last video, we had seen that integration of Extend report with our framework. So we'll open the same project and then we'll navigate to the Extend report library which we had created. To log the failed step, we had created this failed function which takes the failed step description as a parameter. Now we would like to attach screenshot as well with the failed step description. So we'll overload this failed function and this function will have two parameters. One is failed step description and the other one is base64 string of the screenshot. We can attach the screenshot either by using image file or base64 string of the image. So here we're gonna use base64 string for the same. Now to log the failed step and screenshot together, we can use the fail method of extend report, which accepts two parameters. One is step details and the other one is of type media. So for details, we'll pass the description value in the function. And then to pass the media information, first we need the base64 string of the image to create the object of media. So we'll add the base64 string parameter to the overloaded failed function. And then we'll type media entity builder. And we'll select the method create screen capture from base64 string. We can also use the method create screen capture from path. In that case, we have to provide the file location of the screenshot. Select screen capture from base64 string method and then pass the base64 string in the argument. Then type .build, which will create the media object using the base64 string of the screenshot. So now we have two failed methods, one which will log only failed test step details and the other one logs the screenshot as well using the media entity builder. Now to log the screenshot in extend report, we'll call this function from result method. So whenever any executed step gets failed, our method will be called to log the failed step with the screenshot. Now to take the screenshot, we'll use takes screenshot and we'll import the package for the same. So this will indicate a WebDriver to capture a screenshot and then can be saved using different methods. So to take the screenshot, we have to use our WebDriver object. And to get the WebDriver object, let's go to the StepDev class. Here you can see that we have our WebDriver object created using a static keyword. So we can directly use this object in our Extend report class. Let's get back to the Extend report class and then type stepdev.driver. And after that, use getScreenshot as method to capture the screenshot. After that, you can specify the target using output type, that on which format you want to get the screenshot. You can get the output in a file format, byte, or base64 string. So here we'll use the base64 to get the output as base64 string. And then we'll pass this string into the failed method. so that our overloaded failed method will be called. Now, one important thing to note down over here is whenever our test step gets failed, then the subsequent test step will be skipped. And due to this, our WebDriver object will never be killed, and it will result in so many open instances of WebDriver. So to avoid this situation, we can write this statement to kill the WebDriver object whenever our test step gets failed. And to do that, we can write stepdef.driver.quit. So it will quit the WebDriver object and all the associated windows. Now we'll run our test, and before running, we have to update our feature file so that it gets failed when we execute it. So here I'm changing the price value of the book, and then I'll run the test. So now execution has been started, and once the execution finishes, we'll have our failed test step details in the extend report with the attached screenshot. Now, if we go back to the Eclipse, you can see that execution has been done and the test got failed because of price mismatch. Now let's go to the target folder, refresh it, then open this folder in System Explorer. Now double click on extend.html report file to open this file in browser. So here you can see the failed step details with the attached base64 image. If you click on the base64 image icon, then you can see the application screenshot captured when our test step got failed. So this way, you can always figure out that what went wrong at the time of the execution. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe the channel. Also, please don't forget to click on the bell icon. Thank you.